What's up, guys? It's been a while since I filmed the last video where I was diagnosing, trying to figure out what happened to my rear suspension to see if anything was bent. Well, I finally figured out what was wrong. I started talking to some guys on the forums for my car and everything, and they started showing me like places to look of where my rear suspension could have bent or where things could have broken. And I was able to figure out that it was one of the bushings. Well, that's what I'm hoping. That's the only problem, is one of the bushings completely torn out. There's like a screw in the bushing, and the screw is like all the way pushed to the left. So I definitely had to replace that bushing. And my friend actually found me some cheap OEM bushings for like 33 bucks on eBay. So shout out to him. So these are the bushings that I have to replace. This is the main one that actually was ripped and torn. Like all this right here is just like pretty much gone. And then this is just the other side of the other bushing on the lateral link. So I'm actually gonna change the bushings all in at my school, in the school parking lot. I have to take this big chunk of the suspension off. It's called the lateral link, and hopefully that's not bent or warped. Hopefully when I take it off it's okay and I don't have to replace that too. I'm hoping that it's just the bushings that messed up my rear suspension, and that's why it kind of shifted. Hopefully that's the only thing. But I am going to be doing this in my school parking lot. It's going to be cold, and hopefully that these bolts come off really easy, because my rear suspension is really rusted. I live in Illinois, and it's my daily driver, so I do drive this out in the snow and in the salt and everything, so it gets really rusted. So I need a 22mm wrench, and I don't have one. I have very limited tools here, and so I have to go run to Walmart or some kind of hardware store and try to find a 20mm wrench. So let's go ahead.
That shit would drive me crazy, cause outside is no feelings, baby. You say it's hard to tell what I've been thinking lately, but behind closed doors I don't fall for your love. You said we had it all, that shit would drive me crazy, cause outside is no feelings, baby. You say it's hard to tell what I've been thinking lately, but behind.
Alright, so we got the 22mm wrench from Amazon. Let's head back and get this started. Chris, say what's up.
What's up, bro?
This is Chris.
Hey.
He's gonna be helping me today install my new bushings, because I have never actually done this. And Chris, you've done it, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we're able to do this. So let's head back to the school.
I'm the blueprint to a real man. Some of these niggas trust they testing for a deal, man. I ain't gonna hell or the hill, man. For my real fans, I got caught up with a little thing. Couldn't stop me, but it slowed me though. Yeah, niggas famous, you don't know me though, but their DJs still play me though. Them I don't even need the radio. My new shit sound like a rodeo. Got an old folks dancing a dope dope. Did they fuck around, find me the OVO?
Alright guys, we're back at school. I'm gonna get started on this. So like I said before, this wheel got pushed in, and there's kind of a gap here now, and then this wheel got pushed out, so now I could barely fit my finger in here. So whenever I hit a bump or anything, this fender starts rubbing against the tire, and you kind of see how there's like grooves and stuff now. So I definitely want to get that fixed before it gets any worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the jack out, jack stands and everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and jack this up. Alright guys, so let me try to show you the bushing that is actually messed up. You can kind of see right there how bad that bushing is and how it's messed up. I'm gonna try to get a better angle for you guys.
Think I can fly.
All this part
when I'm with you.
not right, all the way this way. Pushing it to the left. So I'm pushing this little problem that I had. So I'm gonna go ahead and move.
Even if we're strangers till we die.
Go ahead and move this whole link right there. just briefly remove that, replace the bushing, and put it back on, and hopefully that I'm gonna just let it sit there for a while, and hopefully they're easy to break loose. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to film this the best that I can. It's kind of hard to get a good angle, but there's a bolt right here, 22 millimeter, that I have to take off, and I'm gonna try to take it off with this wrench. Cool, yeah. But it's not coming loose. You want to try the hammer again? Cause I feel like that would help more. This bolt's really hard to take off. I was trying to take it off myself, but I was kind of just stripping the nut. I was using the wrench and hitting it with a hammer, but the nut was just stripping. So hopefully we can figure out a way how to get this nut off. You guys can't help? You guys aren't strong enough?
No, I'm not as strong. I can try, but I'm not strong.
That bolt's on there.
Oh, did you
Hard.
put oil on it or something?
Yeah, we put BB Blaster on it, but it's not coming loose.
Is it rusted on there?
I don't know. Probably. Where you guys going? Alright. Peace out. Did it come loose?
Let's pop the tire off and I'm just gonna kick it.
You want to pop the tire off?
Yeah, just bring the breaker bar out far enough where you can just fucking kick it down.
Alright. Let's try that. Is it budging at all? This bolt is not coming off. Anything? You're just gonna send it?
I mean, the socket's the right size.
But it's just not.
It's just,
It's still stripping though?
yeah, it's just fucking stuff on it.
Full send, bro. Hopefully this doesn't go terrible, bro. Oh, he got it? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Chris.
Fucking feel that. Woo!
Bro, you almost threw out your back, bro.
Almost fucking threw on my neck. My neck was fucking sitting on the back of the wheel well.
Dude, that was on there so tight. God. That's what I'm talking about.
Fucking tore it apart.
There you go. Jesus. This thing was not coming off. Look how stripped it is right here, bro.
I know. We're lucky we got it.
I know.
I got this one.
Alright. What size is that? I think that's a 20 or 17. One of these is a 17. I think that one's a 17.
You have a wrench?
A wrench?
Yeah. Like the size of that. This.
A 17? No, I
Or
don't.
do you only-
Well, actually, one of these might be it.
Oh, you have metric right here.
Try it.
I'm just gonna use these. I didn't see you had metric. I thought you only had.
Hey, do you think this will fit? Got it.
You just use a little bit of kicking power,
Little oomph.
little oomph, get them bolts off.
Bro, I was afraid that I was gonna like kick it off the jack stand because it was like moving the whole car. You know,
Yeah.
full send.
Hell yeah.
One more to go. Right? I think there's one more to go.
Yep, one more.
I'm on the side. Dude, it's so cold. And this wind's making it a lot worse.
It is.
My hands are freezing. This one should fit like
Oh yeah.
this side. Sure, yeah. Alright, better pushing up.
Yeah.
Is it even turning?
Just a little bit.
Oh shit! God, you good, bro? I didn't hit you, right? I did? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Oh God.
You want to throw that wheel back on?
And, okay.
That's probably the best.
So just like switch the jack stand to the other side?
Yeah, this way. You have a smaller?
Bye, Chris. Alright, Chris has lacrosse practice, 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try to finish the rest off by myself. Hopefully I can get these this last nut off. Hopefully I don't have to go back to AutoZone and buy another tool. So I'm gonna put the tire back on, flip the jack to the other side, lift the other side, so I have a better leverage over there. So I have the wrench set up right there. Hopefully this nut comes loose without any problem like the middle one did. So hopefully it comes up good.
I ain't changed my number since the 7th grade. This from my day 1, 10 years, 7 days. A week niggas never side on their Kevin Gates. And if they rest in peace, they bunny hop in heaven's gates. It's too many young angels on the south side. Gotta warm, I was outside. You gon' make me take the campus way downtown. You gon' make me turn my BM to my house wide. I just had a growth spurt. It just took so long, my tippy toes hurt. You can keep the nose ring. I don't have.
So I finally got this nut off, but my breaker bar split right through the middle. Trying to take that off. Split right there, and split right there, and right there. That sucks, but at least I got the bolt off. I think the other side's even more. Bolt's finally coming loose. Just a little bit more. Oh, there you go. Just gotta wiggle this piece out of there. Alright, so I got the last bolt off. Now I just have to get the whole lateral link off. Just try to pry it off with the flathead. So hopefully this isn't hard to pop off. But the whole all the bolts are off. So maybe I could just use my hands. There you go. Push it out. Okay, so I got all the bolts off for this lateral link right here. This whole thing right there. All the nuts are off, but it still won't come off. So I've been trying to use this bar and a hammer, and I'm just gonna keep trying to knock it off. So I'm gonna keep trying to do that, and hopefully it will come off. I have been going at it for so long now, but this last piece right here, that's all I need left for it to just slide off, and it will not budge out. And I'm getting super frustrated. I'm banging the back of this with a hammer, hoping for this to come off, and it's just not sliding off. Ah, it's so frustrating. All the nuts are off, everything is off. It's just this won't slide off, and I'm trying to figure out how to take it off. So we finally got the link off, but this is a lot worse. This whole bolt is actually what's wrong. It's tilted. This like mount got tilted in the hit, so that sucks. We're gonna try putting a strap on this and pulling it back. Hopefully that works, but we don't know. Hopefully we can figure this out. Okay, so it wasn't just the bushings. One of the bolts that goes into okay, so there's a bolt that goes into this piece right here, and that bolt is welded onto this like frame thing, and that frame got tilted to the left like half an inch or less, but it's enough to where the whole thing just shifted to this whole thing just kind of shifted to the left, which is why this that's probably why this like screw or bolt got pushed this way too. So I have no idea how I'm going to fix that. I don't want to buy a whole rear frame because I don't think Nissan, the dealership, I don't think they make that anymore. So I would probably have to go to a junkyard and try to get one off an old car or something like that. I really don't want to do that because I feel like I can just like hammer it out. I don't have enough room under the car with just on jack stands to give enough big hit to like tilt it back. So my friend Chris, who was helping me, has some straps. What's up, bro? my friend Chris has some straps. So we're planning to put straps on that bolt and on the frame of the car and try to bend it back without breaking anything else, but it's kind of a risky move. Other than that, I have no idea what else I could do to fix that. And we were gonna replace these bushings today since we had new bushings anyway. Why not replace them? But the toolkit that we got from O'Reilly's doesn't have the right couplings for this, so I can't even do that anymore. So this whole day was kind of like a waste. It was like a waste, but it wasn't a waste because I mean now I really know what's wrong with the car, with the rear suspension. So yeah, that sucks. So today, later on, we're just gonna end up taking this whole link to a shop and have them press in these bushings since I have them anyway. If we can't fix that bolt, then I'm probably gonna have to wait until like spring break, which is probably not until March, so another like month and a half till I go back home for that week and have that fixed. But the thing is, I'm gonna have to raise my car again, probably to the stock height, so I don't rub against the fenders anymore, and now my car is gonna look ugly again. So that really sucks. So yeah, just stay tuned to see what happens and see how I figure out this big old mess. Because I really can't fix this I can't fix this in the parking lot. I thought I could, but I can't. So peace out.
Won't you come my way? Got something I want to say.